Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to the Linguistic Channel. This is Hussain Siddiqui with you once again with another amazing topic. In today's video, we are going to learn about conditionals. Right? We are going to learn conditionals. What is a condition, by the way? Most of you would think that condition is a state, halat, right? Some of you would say that condition is like what condition I am in right now, and whatever the condition, that is a condition, right? But condition, the word condition has two meanings. What are those two different meanings? Number one is condition, the state that you just discussed, and the second one is a condition like if condition. Agar, shart, right? Like if you have heard the song Love You Unconditionally, right? So here, unconditionally means love you without any condition, right? Or you must have heard it like, I will talk to you only on one condition, right? कि मैं तुमसे बात करूँगा सिर्फ एक शर्त पे, right? So these are the two different meanings of the word conditionals. The next thing is, how many types of conditional do we have, right? There are four types of conditionals, right? Now, let's see what are those. Type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 0, right? So these are the four types of conditionals do we have with us, right? Condition type 1, type 2, type 3, and that's it, right? These are the four. From 0 we start. This is why there are four different types, right? You need to watch this video completely in order to understand all four conditionals right now in this video. I don't know that for what duration this video will be. Okay, so at first we'll be talking about conditional type 0, and some things are just like, you know, very similar, very same that, you know, we have in conditionals, right? So let's talk about firstly of type 0. Type 0 is basically present conditions, right? Conditions like present conditions, general conditions. This is basically related to present simple tense. Like, let me give you an example like this. Okay, before I give you an example, I want to tell you that there is another way to learn or to teach this condition basically. That is that some people talk about it, some, you know, universal conditions, some universal truth, right? But for me, it's very simple because, you know, I keep things very simple and very simple. So for you to be very simple, let's keep it this way, that it is for the general conditions, for conditions that happen, you know, in our daily life, or once in a week, or once in a blue moon, right? General conditions. Like if I say, if I wake up early in the morning, I reach my office on time, right? So you can just do it this way, right? So this is basically the present conditions. Now, after this, we've got to learn one more thing, that is conjunctions, right? What is a conjunction? You see, this word conjunction came out of the word conjunct. Conjunct means to join, right? To join one or more sentences. Is that clear? Great, right? So conjunction means to join, to conjunct, to link. Okay, now let's take an example. What is this you see on the camera? This is a finger. What is this? This is a hand, right? So when you see this, that alone this is a finger, and when it's together this becomes a hand. So this is how it works. Like if I write a sentence, I am Hussain and I am an English teacher. So how many sentences do you see here? कितने sentences दिखते हैं आपको? One. Most of you would say one. But dear friends, it's not one. Oh, sorry. You would say two basically, because I'm Hussain is a sentence. I'm an English teacher is a different sentence, right? But this is a sentence, a single sentence. Why? Because it has been conjuncted or joined by the conjunction which is and, right? So this is how conjunctions do work. So we do have conjunctions in our formulas here. So let me just go here and give an example. Okay, first we have the formula for zero condition, right? So it is if plus present simple. Present simple tense would be followed here, would be used here, right? Remember, with this we will be using only present simple tense plus conjunction plus present simple. Same rules will be followed. Everything is going to be the same. Like we do have the rules in present simple tense that we add s, es, and ies in the verb when we use third person singular as a subject and things like that, right? These things will go the same way they are. Okay, so one more thing. What formations can we make in this? Right, means how in what kind of sentences can we make it? We can make it positive, positive plus positive means affirmative plus affirmative, negative plus negative means both sentences can be negative. Next, positive plus negative. Next can be negative plus positive. Then the other one can be negative plus interrogative. Then we have positive plus interrogative. So we see here that we cannot form an interrogative sentence with the first sentence, which is with if, because that is the condition that we have. Okay, after this, let's take some examples of the sentences with this condition, right? So, okay. So if I say like, yes, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, comma, you get daily updates, right? So you see here, if it's a condition here that if you subscribe, means if you don't subscribe you don't get it, right? So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you get daily updates. And as an example, let's take with negative and negative. So if you do not subscribe to my YouTube channel, you do not get daily updates. Now you see here, the first sentence that I have written here is a positive plus positive, and the second one is negative plus negative. After this, now let's talk about positive plus negative. So if you let me just copy it, paste it so that I can save time, right? So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you don't get daily updates. Now if you say a negative and positive, right? So if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, you get daily updates. You see here? Now, the one sentence was with the You see, positive plus positive. The second one is negative plus negative. The other one is positive plus negative. Then negative plus positive. Now let's make interrogation. So here we go. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, do you get daily updates, right? And another one is negative plus interrogative. So if you do not subscribe to my YouTube channel, yes, do you get any updates, right? Do you get daily updates? Now you see this, we have made it in all 4 different kinds of sentences, right? So the first sentence means अगर तुम मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करते हो तो तुम्हें डेली अपडेट्स मिलते हैं. The second one says अगर तुम मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते तो तुम्हें डेली अपडेट्स नहीं मिलते. The third one says अगर तुम मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करते हो तो तुम्हें डेली अपडेट्स नहीं मिलते. Right? The fourth one is अगर तुम मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते तो तुम्हें डेली अपडेट्स मिलते हैं. Fifth one says अगर तुम मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करते हो तो क्या तुम्हें डेली अपडेट्स मिलते हैं? Of course मिलते हैं. So if you haven't subscribed it so far, do it now and don't forget to press the bell icon, by the way. Okay. Next is the sixth one. So you see this. अगर तुम मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते तो क्या तुम्हें डेली अपडेट्स मिलते हैं? तो बिल्कुल नहीं मिलते. तो सब्सक्राइब करो. Do subscribe the channel, because if you do not subscribe, you don't get daily updates, you don't get to learn a lot of things, and you miss out a lot of things, right? So that's it with conditional type 0. Now we'll be moving to the other type of condition, which is conditional type 1. Now we'll go for conditional type 1, right? So get ready. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments below. I'll be really happy to answer your questions, right? So here we go with conditional type 1. Okay, so this is basically like we had 0 conditional, which was about the general conditions that we, that are the conditions in our daily life. Like suppose if we learn, we get education. If she cooks good food, her husband is happy. If you stop smoking, if you quit smoking, you stay healthy, things like that, right? So when it comes to a condition type 1, it is basically for future, right? Like अगर ऐसा करोगे तो ऐसा होगा, right? It's for the future conditions that if, like suppose if she comes on time, she will get an appraisal, right? Means if she comes to office on time, she will get an appraisal. अगर वो टाइम पे ऑफिस आएगी तो उसको अप्रेजल मिलेगा, उसकी सैलरी में रेज मिलेगा उसको या whatever, right? अब जैसे कि if I say like okay, let's firstly write the formula, right? So it is if plus present simple. Now a lot of people will ask me, sir, when it is about future, then why do we have present simple here? So dear fellows, dear mates, what is it like? It's like that we never use will with if, right? This is a rule that future simple does not come with if. So remember, even in your daily life, in your daily conversation, you don't use future simple with if, right? So if you say if she will come, the sentence would wrong, right? The sentence would be wrong. So you're not going to say if she will come, you're going to say if she comes. And the next sentence will be in the future, and that is going to tell the listener that you are talking about conditional type 1 or you're talking about the future conditions, right? Things would go this way. So then conjunction, then future simple. let's take some examples. So if you use your phone in night, no, not this one. Yes, let's talk about, yes, if you wear good clothes, she will praise you. Like, she will admire you. Like, if you're, suppose you're going to meet someone and your mother or your father or your brother advises you that, brother or sister, if you wear good clothes, she will praise you. Means this is about the future, like somebody is going somewhere to meet someone, and that is the time the mother or somebody advises the person who is going that if you wear good clothes, she will praise you. Right? So this is how this would go. Next, negative plus negative, the same way, like we can form all these 6 formations with this part as well. So if you do not wear good clothes, she will not praise you. Then if you wear good clothes, she will not praise you. Next, if you do not wear good clothes. I know this sentence looks stupid, but it's just a sentence so that you can understand, right? So if you do not wear good clothes, she will praise you, right? If you wear good clothes, will she praise you? And if you do not wear good clothes, will she praise you? Definitely she's not going to praise you if you do not wear good clothes. Okay, one more thing here comes, right? You can just, exchange the place of the first sentence and the second sentence like this. Will she praise you if you wear good clothes? Right? Things can go this way as well. The sentence is correct as well, right? So it's not important you're going to use the first sentence on the first side. You can replace them. The first sentence can take the place of the other one, and the other one can take the place of the other one, right? So this is how things would go in conditional type 1. I hope things are pretty much clear. If still there's a confusion, please do let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer you. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do subscribe it, because if you don't subscribe to the channel right now, you will not get other updates, and you will, you're going to lose a lot of things that you should be learning, right? So, okay. So this was a condition, by the way. Then we have condition type 2. Okay, so this is like, very much familiar with conditional type 3, because it's just the same, right? It's not like very different, it's the same. Just there are some little differences that, that might confuse you, but I will try my level best to not confuse you and to keep things very easy. Okay, so let's talk about the first thing, that where do we use it. Okay, so the first thing is for unreal situations, things that are not true, or imaginary situations, obviously things that are not true, or you can say illusions, again things that are not true. The next is pachtawa, sorrow, like to show some sorrow, or to show that you regret something, right? Next is wish, right? This is also taught like, I wish, I could, I would, right? That's another part I will definitely let you know in my other videos, because if I do it right now, it's going to be too long. So I would be teaching you with this part. Okay, so that's it. Now let's talk about a formula. If plus subject plus let's keep it simple. If plus past simple plus conjunction. I was writing the complete formation of past simple tense, so I don't think that I should be writing it. If you have any confusions with tenses, I would want you to go to my videos on tenses, right? There's a playlist, and there are, you know, easy videos to understand, right? The videos are too easy to understand the tenses, so please go there. I would even keep a link here as well, so that you can just click on that link and go to the tenses video. Conjunction plus subject, then could or would, then plus verbs first form, or you can even say present form, then plus object. Right, this is going to be the complete formation for conditional type 2. Let's take an example, then it would be, you know, clearly understood by you. So if she came in time, or if I were a Superman, I could fly. Right, so if I were a Superman, we don't use was here with I, or right, so we use were. So if I were a Superman, I could fly, or I can even say that I would fly. If I say that I could fly, I'm talking about the ability that I would have had being a Superman, right? कि मैं उड़ सकता, right? Right now I cannot fly, right? So it's a sorrow, it's a wish, it's an imaginary situation. It is an illusion, and it is an unreal situation as well, right? So if I were a Superman, I could fly. So right now I'm talking about the ability, and when I say I would fly, so I'm talking about my wish that मैं उड़ता, right? So if you say I could fly, you would be talking about the ability that you would have had, and when you say that I would fly, so this is going to be my act. Then I would do this, right? Is that clear? Great. Now let's keep it easy, or I might have gone, you know, very fast, so keeping it slow. I'm going to explain the other sentence right now, so you know this can be easy for you. So if I say here, if I charged my phone, I could use it now. Means if I charged my phone, means I haven't charged my phone is not charged, so this becomes a sorrow, right? If I charged my phone, I could use it right now, because I cannot use it, so I'm talking about the ability that if I charged it, I could use it, right? Or you can even say it like this: if I charged my phone, I would use it in my free time or in my leisure, right? So if I charged my phone, I would use it in my free time, means that मैंने अपना फ़ोन चार्ज नहीं किया और अब मैं उसको अपने फारिग वक्त में इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकता, and I'm getting bored, right? So this goes this way कि भाई the first sentence is if I were a Superman, अगर मैं Superman होता I could fly, मैं उड़ सकता. So this is not in my ability, I cannot fly right now. And I would fly means मैं उड़ता. It's not about the ability, it's about the act I would do being a Superman. If I charged my phone, I could use it now, means I haven't charged it, so I cannot use it. This becomes a sorrow. If I charged my phone, I would use it in my free time, so this also becomes what? My regression, my sorrow. Acha. One more thing is that you can use, you know, you can make the same sentences like positive plus positive, negative plus negative. Let me drag the screen there. Here. You can also do it with this all 6 formations: positive, positive, negative, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, negative interrogative, positive interrogative. Right? So let me just write some sentences for you. Like if she did not misbehave, he would talk to her. Right? If she did not misbehave with him, right? अगर उसने उससे बदतमीजी नहीं की होती, he would talk to her, वो उससे बात करता. Right? So this is going to be like positive, negative plus positive. Right? So this is how you see second conditional, your conditional type 2 works, right? So far we are done with type 0, type 1 and type 2. Let's talk about type 3. Okay, when it comes to type 3, it's again unreal situations, sorrows means regressions, like you regret something, right? And imaginations and imagination and wishes, right? The formation for this is going to be if plus past perfect tense plus conjunction plus subject plus would have plus past participle, which is verb search form as well, plus object, right? So this goes like this कि भाई अगर मैं ये कर लेता तो ये हो जाता तो ये हो पाता, yeah, things like that. For this we use conditional type 3. So if I say if you had studied, you wouldn't have failed, right? If you had studied, it's going to be studied. Why did I write this? Or you can even, it's just a contracted form, so you can make it like this. Like if you had studied, what's happening here? Yes. If you had studied, you would not have failed. Means you did not study, that is why you have failed the exams, right? So and if you talk about the things like if she had or if he had taken care of her grandmother, she wouldn't have been ill, right? Okay, now people will get confused that, sir, why have you used been here? So my friend, this been is just like a verb, just like the verb failed, just like any other normal verb. This is not related, or this has no connection with would have. Would have is the only modal, or you can say helping verb that we have here. Been is a verb, V-E-R-B verb, right? So this is how you form sentences. You can also form the same sentences with all of them, like affirmative plus affirmative, negative plus negative, positive plus positive. Like the first sentence is positive plus negative, the second one is positive plus positive. You can make like, if he had worn his glasses, would he have been able to see you, right? Or I'm talking about the glasses that we wear for our eyesight, right? Specs, right? So if he had worn his glasses, would he have been able to see you, right? So you form these sentences like this. So guys, I hope and I expect that you are clear with all these three conditionals. If not, you can ask questions in the comments below. Keep watching, keep learning, and keep watching. See you in my next video. Allah Hafiz.
For more videos, please subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon.